seeing as far as the things you could break down from their defense to get opportunities, and what you see on the play that you really get in the back of the net?
Well, in the second half, we had the win, so we were really capitalizing off of that. And I think after the goal, we really bounced back and were able to get the lead. So I'm proud of us for doing that.
You had just hit the crossbar like 2 minutes before your go-ahead goal. I don't know, how do you feel on the first shot? Did you feel like the first one being kind of close like that gave you some confidence to take the second?
Yeah, definitely. After I hit the crossbar, I felt like a goal was coming soon. So I'm really happy to get my first goal as a Blue Jay. Really excited about that.
Do you feel good to have a game winner too? Like,
yeah,
it's not just in the middle play or early in a match or late in a blowout. It's a big one.
Yeah, it feels good, and especially since we've been undefeated all season. So it's great to keep that streak going.
Yeah, going off kind of like what you're saying, when Colorado kind of like tied it up, how did you guys kind of like regroup out there and just like your main focus obviously is not to like let it happen, but how did you guys execute that?
Yeah, we didn't let it affect us. We actually did the opposite. We bounced back. We held ourselves together and we got the goal. So I'm really proud of us. And yeah, we got the job done today. So.
Yeah, what does it feel like to be unbeaten through 7 matches? I mean, you're kind of getting close to mid-September here, and you guys haven't tasted the defeat yet.
Yeah, it's great. It's great for the confidence heading into the Big East in conference play. So let's keep that going, and hopefully we can bring that energy into conference.
How are you guys like preparing for Sunday's game against South Dakota State?
So tomorrow we're just going to rest as much as possible and make sure our bodies are ready for Sunday. It's going to be an away game, so it's going to be a bit different, but we're going to do everything to be ready.
Anything else?
Yeah.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you.
You're unbeaten through 7. I imagine you're going to take that as long as it lasts, right? How do you feel about this?
You know, it's great, you know, when you think about, 7 games unbeaten, but it's something you can't take for granted. Be proud, that each game we're working hard to get results, but that's not something that just continues to happen if you don't continue to get better. And there's still a lot of things that we got to continue to get better, be more consistent, put away more chances, but overall, I'm proud of the group, the attitude that they're bringing to every game, the adjustments that they're having to make with injuries coming and going and different players coming and going, but the way the team is responding to each game and each challenge and getting great results comes from their energy and their belief in each other and their desire to get better every game. It's fun, this group.
I think you're probably pretty, I imagine the group is too, that they're kind of probably irritated that you kind of keep giving away goals that you feel like you're better than, that you can take care of. But you guys keep responding to that at the same time. Is there any silver lining to the fact that your group doesn't kind of put their heads down after they give one away? They keep fighting and keep looking to expand the lead and get it back, things like that.
You have to. That's the tough part of soccer is you can play great and still give away goals, and you have to respond. You have to respond right away with the right mentality, attitude to get back to the success that we're having from moving the ball and getting the ball behind their back line and pushing our line up higher. But I love the response because it's not going to be the last time we get scored on.
Right.
It's just one of those things where you can't get down. You're never out of the game, and that's the other side of it. Is when you're up, you got to continue to manage the game, and we're looking at both sides of it. We want to do better at both.
Is there like any moments out there that you just like want to keep seeing as like the season goes on, or?
Yeah, I think it's mostly rhythm. The rhythm with the ball. I think when we have good rhythm, move the ball quicker, get our players face forward in the midfield. I think we're very successful, and that's nobody's as fast as the ball, and we want to be that group that thrives off of that. We want to move the ball with good rhythm, find the good spacing, and there were very good moments today from that standpoint. It just needs to be a little bit more consistent.
It seemed like Laura was kind of building something there in the second half, and then You know, she gets that shot that was right there off the crossbar. You guys get up the lead, and then she takes it right back. What did you see in that second half that started to click for her? Because it seemed like she was starting to sniff one out.
Yeah, it started from last game. When she came on the last game, she really was just forward mindset, getting the ball, driving with really good at 1v1 dribbling forward, getting in front of her player. Another one of these players that doesn't shock me. This is something that we see in training a lot. This is why we brought her here to Creighton. She is excellent 1v1, excellent shot from distance, but she's also one of those players that can pick out the pass instead of shooting. So it's one of those things where it's fun to see her get into what makes her her. It's one of her strengths, and it's not going to be the last one.
What's your thoughts preparation of going to South Dakota State?
A lot of respect for them. They're doing very well. Every time we play them, it's a very competitive game. We're gonna watch their film a little bit, but we'll prepare how we've been preparing and go into this game set up with the energy and fight to win the game. The hard part is we play today. They haven't played since last Sunday, so they have a long rest between there, which could have some impact on it. But again, for us, we'll stick to our game plan. We've rotated a lot of players. We have a lot of trust in our full roster, so we're going to go into this game knowing it's going to take all of us.
Up 2-1. They had you guys a little bit unbalanced, and they put the field on you. Hannah Luke made a good effort tracking back to clear that out before it even got to Keelan.
Yeah.
Like how big are those plays when you're trying to protect a 1-goal lead, but you're trying to be aggressive, and they catch you off balance? Like for an individual effort like that to kind of save the game for you.
Yeah. You have to have it, and we talk about it all the time. Don't take any plays off, and it could take that one bit of extra effort to save a game, to win a game, and you saw that from Jordy Rothwell in the previous game, and Hannah Luke did it this time, and so it's something that we demand of each other. It's one of the standards and what kind of we expected of the players to make that extra effort.
Just from a historical standpoint, only one other team in Creighton history has been unbeaten through 7 matches, but they dropped their last one before Big East play. I guess, do you even think about that at all in terms of how to do you let them know that, or do you just kind of keep doing what you're doing and let the results happen?
Yeah, I think we do what we're doing. You can't get too high or too low on a record, and obviously you always want to break records. I mean, you always want to do those types of things. But I think if you stick to why you are where you are, then good things happen instead of worrying about can we do this or can we not. But we're going to go into this game very prepared, ready for the winning effort.